Heat and humidity is going to fuel the severe thunderstorm chances as we go throughout Tuesday, again into Wednesday, and maybe even into Thursday for some of us. But this is Tuesday's outlook for June 30th. We have the slight risk across the whole Upper Peninsula, as well as the tip of the mitt, and then the marginal risk is encompassing areas from Traverse City down to Cadillac. So basically, M32, M72 down to M55 for the marginal risk. But the slight risk is out there. That is a 2 out of 5 on the scale. The marginal risk is a 1 out of 5 on the scale. Now, breaking it down by threat category, unfortunately, this is the possibility for a tornado. Now, it is a low risk of a brief spin up. We're not expecting anything crazy, no wedge tornadoes, nothing like that. But a low risk of a brief spin up tornado is possible as we go throughout Tuesday afternoon into the evening. Now, by far, the biggest threat is going to be the wind threat. And we know that's possible because humid, hot air weighs a lot less. So it's going to rise very easily. That gets replaced by cold air rushing down. And the bigger those temperature differences are, the faster they move and the higher those wind speeds can be. So across the Upper Peninsula, we are in the hatched area here, which means that we could have wind gusts of 70 to 75 miles per hour with severe storms coming on through. That does include the tip of the mitt down to just about north of Alpena, down to the Gaylord area, the tip of the Leelanau Peninsula, and all the way back into the western UP as well. Further down to the south, that's just about a 5%, but still that wind risk is going to be there also. And this is the hail outlook. There's a small chance for some large hail to come on down, but really with all the heat and humidity we're expecting, I think a lot of that will melt before it hits the ground. This is showing the risk of flash flooding. Now it's low, it's a marginal risk or a 1 out of 4 on that scale for flash flooding, but we do have the possibility to meet or exceed that criteria. We've seen that in northern lower already, and more roads were washed out up there. So we're not gonna be out of the woods just yet. Unfortunately, I am looking for the possibility for more flash flooding into Tuesday, June 30th. All right, let's check out the timing for you. Now, there is a clock right in the top middle of the screen there. I know it's a little small, so I'll try and call out some of these times for you. I cut off the bottom of the lower peninsula because nothing's going to happen there. This is 4 o'clock in the afternoon for your Tuesday, already getting some cells forming over the Huron Mountains west of Marquette. Notice those blow up pretty quickly according to this model, and that could go through Marquette over to the east along M28, M94, getting towards Munising, the open waters of Lake Superior, but really anywhere along the Lake Superior shoreline should be watching out for this. So we got numerous state parks up there. We got Pictured Rocks, Tequamanon. We got to watch all of that later Tuesday afternoon and evening. Now, here's where they start to feed off themselves, maybe go a little further down to the southeast. Now we're talking the eastern part of the UP, the Sioux, the Straits, and over down by Manassek and Escanaba as well. This is now 11 p.m., midnight, and then later in the evening, we might have a couple more storms form and rush over that you see right there in the northern lower in the UP. That is kind of a TBD. We'll see how